what happened to you when you
Yes.
were a child in 1947?
I was born in the year 1943. So I have just completed 68 years of my life. And when that dreadful migration, the biggest migration in human history, took place with the division of India, when the British left India, we were living on the side which is now Pakistan. Hindus and Sikhs and Muslims, they lived together in India. But when the division was done on the basis of religion, all the Hindus and Sikhs were forced to leave Pakistan. And all the Muslims who were living in our state of Punjab, on Indian side, they were forced to go to the other side of the boundary. So, my father thought that the place where we are living, we were living near Lahore, which is now the capital of the Punjab of Pakistan. My father thought that this part will be a part of India. So we will not go anywhere. But when the announcement came, that part went to Pakistan. And our families, Sikh families, Hindus families, they ran towards the available modes of transport to go to India. And wherever it was not, they walked on foot in the shape of big caravans. So my father took me into his lap along with my sister, who was 1 year younger to me, 2 children, my mom, my mother and my father. We came to a railway station. The train was going to India and we were in that train. I don't exactly remember what was the number of the train, compartments of the train. But I feel it was a very long train, maybe 30 or 35 compartments, all packed with the migrants running towards India. And our compartment in which we got placed, that was the last compartment. Had we missed that train, we might not have been able to come to India. But it is God's grace that we got a place. When the train was going towards India, there is a place which is between Lahore and Indian city of Firozpur, Raivit. From that place, the railway line moved to this side, from this direction to that direction. And the engine of the train was put to the other side, and our compartment became compartment number 1 to go to India, because it was put on the next direction, other direction. So the train started. When we went a few miles from that station, the train stopped there. The driver was Muslim. It was pre-planned massacre. It was a desolate place. So many Muslim invaders with so many weapons, traditional weapons, swords and others, they got into the train. But nobody came near our compartment because there was a person who had a gun in his hand and he was firing. Though the fire was just to scare away them, he had no ammunition, and the train started moving. The driver started the train. And the people who had, invaders who had got into the train, they were throwing our luggage outside. Whatever possessions we had, the people who were traveling had, their jewelries, their other stuff, that was thrown out. And everybody was killed. If the train had 35 compartments, 34 compartments were totally finished. Not even a child, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, 1 year, not a old man, not a woman, not a man. Everybody was killed. And all the possessions were looted. And then a station came where the train stopped. And they ran away. All the invaders ran away. Then when the train stopped at the platform, my father took me in our compartment. It was totally safe, about 40 or 45% in our compartment. My father took me to his lab, came to the platform. I still remember. He was in search of water for me. He started from the first compartment in which we were traveling to the last compartment, the entire platform, to find water. The water was not available. But a 4-year-old child, as I was, there was always, everywhere weeping, shrieking, some cut out limbs of the dead bodies, and that was a dreadful scene which I cannot forget today. Whenever I remember, I am shaken. What a butchery occurred at that time. How this human mind became a slaughtering demon. Everybody was slaughtered. And then we got some water, but that scene, I can never forget. Then some other arrangement was made, and when we crossed the border towards India, and then in the morning, I was seeing through the window, on Indian side also, on both sides of the track, there were dead bodies, men, women, children. Everybody, everywhere, small foul smell of the dead bodies. Very tragic chapter of human history, which I witnessed in my. And when we came to Amritsar, which is the holiest place of the Sikhs, every Sikh wanted to go to Amritsar because those families were separated. People thought that if we go to Amritsar, we will rejoin with our families who live some other places. They will definitely come to Amritsar and we will meet each other. And at the railway station of Amritsar, where our train came at the time of night, we were, my father, my mother, and my sister, we were sitting in on one side of the platform to pass our night. There were 2 trains that were going to Lahore, Pakistan. Those trains were full of Muslims, those who were migrating from Indian side to the Pakistan side. In the mid of night, Sikhs and Hindus, they invaded those 2 trains to take the revenge of our trains. None of the Muslims, whether he was a child, whether he was old one, man or woman, everybody was slaughtered on the platform itself. 2 trains, full trains. And then when the police came or whatever the arrangement, military came, there was firing. The entire night we were facing firing from both sides. on this side, and we were small children, we were trying to save ourselves, and let some bullet should touch us. Two trains I saw of Muslims butchered to take the revenge of our time. So this happened to this brutal human mind. Everybody acted as an animal. No human values. Man had really become a Satan, and it was most unfortunate. So we had to take so many years to re-establish ourselves. We had left everything in Pakistan. We could not bring any property or any assets with us. So it was a new, by the grace of God, and with the passage of time, we were established once again. But it was really a very tragic moment of history, which I witnessed with my eyes. Thank you. Is there any question? I think, no, thank you.